Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of That's All Kayfabe, episode 4, with my buddy Gabe. How you doing today, Gabe?
Man, I was going through it, but let me tell you, dude, it's a new week. It's almost Christmas. You're ready to get the fucking holidays over and done with. But I was saving the surprise for you.
Hmm.
I'm feeling a little festive right now, man. So I got my fucking Christmas sweater on.
The cream of the crop that
Cream of the
always
crop.
floats to the
Freak
top.
show. You're right. Dude, shout out to Richard, man. He got it for me for he ordered it before Christmas last year, and it didn't fucking come into like about April of this year or like March. So
Man,
finally, I get to wear it, and I fucking grew like two sizes too big, and now it's short. My boxes fucking sticking out and shit. So,
hey man, it still fits. Still looks
dude,
good.
it's fucking itchy. I'm only wearing it for right now.
You gotta wash it at least once. I feel like that's a rule with shirts. Or
Oh yeah, I
I always
forgot.
wash them. I always wash them once because that new feel always feels fucking
I
weird, you know.
know it's like this is itchy. What's it made out of? Eyelashes. Dude,
What
it's
is that?
fucking
Gravity
itchy.
Falls. Add on.
Man, I love Adventure Time. Uh,
No, it's good. It's
yeah,
good.
it is pretty
Uh,
good. Yes, yes.
but speaking of adventures, and I don't know, we're here
That was
today to
pretty
talk
good.
about. We're not even just talking about adventures. We're talking about mostly women today because we wanted to give them a shout out. Women are pretty cool. I like women. Do
Pretty
you like
awesome.
women?
Yes, I love women.
Yeah.
I'm marrying one. And matter of fact,
Dang, that's old
I know.
fashioned. You were completely outdated with the times.
My lady.
Okay, George Washington, whatever. Like Jesus, Abraham Lincoln. All right.
I could never marry a man. Eek, yikes! Never mind. Never. That sounds terrible.
All
Oh
right. No, but we're heading into women. That's pretty much what we're talking about today. Because I had seen a, I don't know if I heard this on a podcast. I heard it, but it was Marc Mero talking about Sable. If you remember the great Sable, let
yes.
me see if I can show it here. Marc Mero on finding out Sable was cheating on him. I remember thinking, I remember thinking when I find out who this guy is, I'm gonna beat the tar out of him. When I found out it was Brock Lesnar, it gives forgiveness a whole new meaning.
My thing is, Mark Mero looks like a guy that just curses on the fucking regular, or even says a couple racial slurs.
Oh yeah.
So I think like I highly doubt he says I'm gonna beat the tar out of him. You know what I mean? Like I highly doubt he fucking
Yeah,
said
yeah. He
that.
he probably said a few more explicits, or even thought it was like some other race of a type that was cheating on him or with him. Yeah, I remember hearing the call audio, and I wish I had got that, but yeah, he was saying like that he called Sable and left a voicemail, and then he got like embarrassed by it, so he called like to delete his voicemail, and he saw that it was a voicemail from another dude that was cheating on
That's
or
how
on
he
him with
found
her.
out.
Yeah, that's how he found out. He like tried to delete his embarrassing voicemail, saw that she had other voicemails from a dude, didn't know who it was, and was all pissed. And then when he found out it was Brock Lesnar, he's like, "Forgiveness, well,
It comes a long
live
way.
and
God forgives.
live and let live." I mean, Hulk Hogan got baptized, so anything is possible.
Man, that doesn't cover up the fact you're still a fucking piece of shit. Fuck Hulk Hogan.
But yeah,
Oh,
we're gonna
dude.
talk about how funny that was. And then our past women crushes, because I know Sable, man, back when I was a kid, she was freaking fine. Let me zoom in on this. Picked the littlest picture I have here. That this is like the cleanest picture. I tried to look up that one where she had the hands on her boobs, and it
Oh
was like
yeah, the JR's. I mean, not JR. Fucking the King's just like you don't fucking all
puppies,
puppies.
puppies.
Look at the puppies, JR.
I missed that shit.
Dude, it's so insane how incredibly popular Sable was. Like in '98, dude, she had the
Hmm.
fucking world in her hands.
And she
That's
was I don't remember if you can correct me. Was it like her that wanted to do Playboy, or WWE wanted to do it? Like I know. I can't recall. Like it just ended up falling in their laps. Like, oh hey, you want to do Playboy? And she's like, yeah, sure. And
Yeah, I
would
think
she?
Playboy called her and she wanted to do it, but then WWE said no. I think, but it's something along those lines. Somebody called somebody.
Yeah, yeah. And then they gave her like 25 cents for every magazine that sold, and it sold like fucking hotcake, like millions and billions of
Millions
copies.
and millions. Oh.
But man, I remember too, like seeing Playboy in the gas stations when I would go, and they were like
They
on
were
the back.
covered up. You're like, damn it, man, damn it.
So
Maybe one day
someone
someone will
ripping.
open that up.
But what would you say like some of your past crushes were? Because and I remember too when I was a kid, I would be at my mom's work because she worked in an office, and I would print out pictures of Sable working out, and I would sell
Hell
those pictures.
yeah.
I would sell those
You will
pictures
sell
to
them?
people at school for like 25 cents or $1.
And then you made millions too.
Dude, I made money off of that. But that's when
Dude, hell yeah.
Printer ink was like $60 a fucking thing, for color and all that.
Yeah, so
So
hey, fuck it, might as well, dude. Like
yeah,
you're making that profit.
no, I was always hustling.
Hustler?
AJ
No.
Francis, I was the top dollar back then. Always hustling.
Me, dude, like at uh because I guess I grew up more with like post attitude era and like ruthless aggression era. I remember pretty vividly. Uh it was always Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus was my fucking go to. It was
Picture of
always
her, man, when she was in
dude,
TNA.
oh yeah, TNA Test
Well,
and
in the
Albert.
yeah, not TNA, the fucking the promotion. I mean, yeah, Testing
Yeah.
Albert.
Dude, it was always like because it was always like Trish and Lita. Lita, everyone had a crush on, dude. I don't blame them. Like she was just
Here.
it was Trish, Lita, Tori Wilson, dude. Like my '90s
Dude,
heart, dude. Oh my
yeah,
god.
yeah, Lita's pretty fucking hot. And then of course Sunny. I only have a picture of her
From
from
prison.
back when.
Oh, I know you're
Yeah,
gonna say prison, dude. Like, was it you that said she was the most searched person on AOL or some
yeah,
shit like
yeah.
that?
The most searched like woman on AOL. She like broke records back then.
Dude, and then the one that blows my mind is Tori. I mean, Tori's always been beautiful, Tori Wilson. But to this day, dude, she's in like incredible shape. Like she looks like she has not aged at all.
Man, I wanted to show real quick this other girl. You remember Stacy Keebler? I think this is a picture of her. I
She's
don't know.
got legs, knows how to use them. I think that was she
Legs.
had
What's the
that
good
song.
for? Yeah, yeah.
But about it, what's the deal with legs? What's the deal with refrigerators?
No, yeah, she was hot too. And back in those days with the not even divas, it was just like women who would come out and have bra and panty matches and mud fight
God,
matches and
dude, fucking what a time, dude. That shit changed so much.
then I know
That
you're
is
saying
crazy.
too like as far as how they look now. So some of the well, of course, like Sunny's an exception where she doesn't look very good at all. But like Trish now, look at her now.
Dude,
Like
Trish is still in good shape, dude. That she's
yeah,
still going at it. It's crazy. It's amazing.
her and then I had a picture of Lita that I had gotten for. Here we go. Lita, even Lita now when she came back, it's
Hmm.
like they were in better shape. They were even wrestling better than they did back when. Like they started to
Yeah,
care
yeah.
more
Honestly,
or
yeah.
like they wanted to like leave a legacy of not just we were just hot pieces of meat to look at. We
Like they could
could
actually
actually
wrestle.
wrestle. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
man.
cared.
It's I think it was 2014. I went to the Alamo City Comic Con. The leader was there, and I got a picture with her. I should have sent it to you. So it's just me all dorky, like like just
Just
hand over the shoulder, be respectful.
she's just
Like
feeding you Wendy's fries.
I know when he's probably fucking chipping my teeth and shit. But nah, she's in incredible shape. It's like I still have a crush on her to this day, man. Ever since then, as I always remember, like with like probably I think I'm like 6 years old at the time, and then my mom and my tios, they would bug me like, oh, behold, like which woman do you like? Bobby Kid, like, no, I don't want to say anything. And then I think it was a match between Tori and Trish. I think they were having a match, and then my cousin's like, oh, behold, which one do you like? And I was just like, both of them. And then my mom was like, oh, thank God. I guess she did. She was trying to question some shit if I didn't say anything soon, I guess.
Yeah, back then you had to know what gender what you were into real quick before it became a problem. Yeah, I know. My mom would always say shit like that. She'd be like someone would say something about, oh, your son Lorenzo, and she's like, I don't care if he's gay, I'll still love him. And I was like, I'm not gay, mom. Like, what are you, what are you talking about?
I know that over here, my parents are like, oh, thank God he's not. Woo! That was a close one, close call.
Well, back then it was just more expensive to be gay. I feel like it still is. I
But
feel too.
dude, but like how you mentioned how like we feel like with women's wrestling like 20 years, crazy to say, like 20 plus years ago now, that especially in that attitude era, it was just like like to show off their bodies, and like with the bra and panty matches or like mud fight matches, whatever the fuck,
Evening gown matches, fucking
evening gown matches, Playboy pillow fights, and just to know like how much has changed. Like you got the women main eventing pay per views and fucking
yeah.
stealing the shows. Even like with wrestlers now, the women wrestlers now, like there's a bunch of them I have a crush on today. Like the main one for me, I don't know about you, but it's Sasha Banks or Mercedes Monet.
Man, I had an article actually about her that I could bring up. At the time of AEW All In, AEW sources indicated there was a deal for Mercedes Monet. I don't know if you remembered when she got injured by, I think it was Willow, not by Willow. It was in a match with Willow, and Willow,
Her
she,
ankle, right?
yeah, she hurt her foot or her ankle, and
Mm-hmm.
so I think that's why they didn't want to like, shoot the gun and sign her, or she
Uh-huh.
wasn't ready. And I could see now like that there aren't any plans for that now, especially with WWE having a different management and shit. So I could see them
Yeah.
bringing back Sasha Banks or Mercedes Monet, whatever you want to call her.
Yeah, I think it would be better too because, like, I think we discussed in the last episode, no, where like the display of the women's division on AEW isn't really the greatest, you know, where it's like, oh, here's a 10-minute match.
Oh yeah,
Um,
but I feel like if WWE, can now sign her, and I don't know, I don't know if she'd have just as much opportunity and all that, but it seems like that's the place where everyone wants to go again now that
yeah, yeah,
Endeavor
absolutely.
Endeavor is in control more, and Triple H is like head of the creative and all that. Especially when you
I
have
know.
someone like Rhea Ripley, who is a menacing champ, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's fucking hot as hell. So she's,
Absolutely, dude.
yeah, checking both those boxes. And you have fucking Charlotte Flair, who just got hurt too. And before we talk about that though, yeah, I was gonna talk more
Mm-hmm.
about, like you said, more crushes in the present. And we
Mm-hmm.
have Rhea Ripley, of course, Alexa Bliss. I have a picture of her here, which I
Alexa
hope she
Bliss
comes
too,
back.
man. Also too, and congratulations on her starting a new family. And me, it's always like Asuka and Kairi Sane. Io Sky, Io Shirai.
Whoa,
Those are the
you're whoa,
ones.
whoa, whoa. We're not talking about fetishes here. If I had known that, I would have pulled my
Save
whole
that for
book.
next episode, all
Yeah,
right?
I would have pulled my whole black book out.
But
Uh
yeah, it's like it's a good chunk of the women today. Like, I'm not just putting it only on WWE because it's also like Dakota Kai and Liv Morgan. Like them,
And then even Scarlett Bordeaux.
yeah, that's how you say that. I couldn't think of her last name for the life of me. I was gonna write it on my list, but I didn't know how to spell her last name.
No, there's still like
Yeah,
places for women valets like Scarlett Bordeaux, and on AEW you have CJ Perry or whatever.
yeah. And then like Zelina Vega as well. It's like she does the valet stuff when she was partnered with Andrade for a little bit. She was real good at that.
this hot ass dude. I don't know this mugshot of Liv Morgan's. She's hot. I
Man,
don't.
she's doing good, bro. Honestly, she is, man. It's just weed, man. She's all right. She's coming back. She don't got no heat on her. She's all right.
Man. And then yeah, just and CJ Perry, I know last week, man, because it feels like these weeks of wrestling go by. We were talking about that, how fast it goes.
Uh huh.
She had gone into the ER because she had like an infection
Oh
in her finger.
man, and it spread
And
into her arm.
yeah, well, that kind of shit will spread real quick, man. Like, look at her finger, how swollen it is. And she was in the ER for 50 hours because the infection. I'm like, what the hell happened? Did she get a
God,
splinter, or did they put her through a table? And I don't know
she
what
probably
they.
she probably like wiped and got like poop in her hangnail cut, and she didn't wash right.
That's gross.
Giselle,
That
real quick, Giselle's right next to me. She's covering her mouth. She's trying not to laugh.
that's a fucking Miro, the book of
The
Miro
book of
shit.
the, one of
Beat the
Miro's
meat.
disciples. Dude, I hope to God you don't have that other picture. Did he, her finger that they fucking cut it open?
No, no, I don't.
Oh, dude, if you click on her profile, I'm pretty sure they have it, but I don't want you to get like censored on
Oh,
YouTube or
yeah,
anything.
no, I didn't even know that. I just saw this one, and I saw that she might have taken it off because I know I looked at her profile yesterday, and she just shared a picture of, like, the male nurse that was helping her, and I was all, oh god, a male nurse. And but
Here we
thanks
go
to every.
again.
Yeah, oh my god, the left
Not
woke
like
agenda.
one of these wrestling accounts I follow on Twitter. They were like, "Man, why did I have to see that CJ photo?" And then me being a fucking sheep, I'm just like, "Oh, what's CJ photo?" I'm like, "Oh, god, oh fuck!" It's just like her fucking finger like that, and it's just cut open like down the middle, and it's like pus and blood like coming
Oh,
out, and like I'm just like, damn, bro. I wasn't expecting to see that shit today, but
oh,
hey, check this.
That's not the CJ Perry video I want to see.
I want to see her get redeemed. Damn it!
I want to. I want to see someone go up, up, down, down, left, right, select start in that.
Real quick, two more that I have on my list from today. It's Jamie Hayter from AEW. Hopefully she comes back soon. I know she's still injured. And Kathy Kelly. I wrote down Kathy Kelly. Do you know who that is? Uh, she
No.
is uh, she is the like backstage announcer, like that does like the post match interviews and
Mhm.
stuff like that. She's really cute as well, man. Just like respectfully.
I know one person I had on my list, and I didn't get a picture. You remember Rebel?
Rebel.
When she was in
Yes,
AEW, she was.
yes.
I think they finally let her go because I saw her accepting
Damn,
bookings.
man.
But she was
Uh-huh.
hot, dude. Like whenever
Mm-hmm.
she would be with Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot they were in a team together. That feels like so
yeah,
long ago. Holy
dude.
crap!
I swear, it really does. I swear these weeks are long with
I know.
wrestling.
I know. And it's
Uh,
like I'm like I keep sending you shit on Twitter. I'm like, dude, we don't have to talk about this, but there's just so much fucking shit going
dude,
on, man.
every week it's just wrestling.
I know,
Like,
man. I was
that's
like,
why I trip
man,
out. Like,
is this
Jesus
how
Christ.
Fox News feels, man? Am I Fox News?
This is how Sean Ross Sapp is just. Uh, uh. or
What's it? Chris Van Filet. He just takes off his mask and he's all like raccoon dye bags and everything.
Dave Meltzer. He's just a
Dave
bunch of
Meltzer's actually 250 years old,
oh,
man. Like he's sacrificing something to the devil to be in that fucking shape.
he just unclips his ears and they're like elfin looking, and he's just
Fucking
an
Lord of the
immortal.
Rings. Oh my god, dude.
But speaking of women
Oh,
wrestlers and the ones we have crushes on, we're going to talk about who we think were the best women wrestlers right now, because there's a bit of a distinction. There's this, we're men, so we kind of like how women look. Not that we don't like how men look too. We talk a lot about men's bodies in this as well.
I know everyone's beautiful.
Yeah,
Everyone's
yeah.
beautiful. All that's kayfabe releasing it every Monday.
Everyone is accepted. Except Nia Jax. Not, but
I knew you were gonna say that shit.
except Nia Jax. We were gonna talk about. I know there was a part, and this was. It seems like weeks ago we were talking about where Charlotte Flair got hurt in a spot. And let me press play here.
I don't think I've seen this video yet.
And if you could
Fuck.
see, her leg got like stuck on the rope.
Yeah, I saw this bounce off and
Yeah,
just swung back like a hammer.
yeah. Just fling that, and dang,
Oh man, she felt weird too.
she's at that spread eagle position right there, and then it just bam.
Dude, I'm surprised she didn't break her neck, man. Well, at least
Yeah, that's
from
pretty.
this point of view, that looked ugly. That looked disgusting.
Yeah, she couldn't land right. Not only did it fuck up her leg, but she couldn't land right. But I mean, I'm sure Charlotte Flair will come back from this. I feel like she
Oh
always does when
no.
she gets injured. But speaking of like not having Charlotte Flair now, or even when Mercedes Moné was injured, like, who would you say would be like the best women wrestlers right now, WWE or AEW? Because I know in AEW too, Chris Statlander was out for a while, uh, and then now she's back. But I know I was always like, man, Chris Statlander's badass, blah blah
Hmm.
blah.
Yeah. First off, hopefully Charlotte recovers fast and comes back from that.
Hmm.
Um, as far as like, oh man, she tore all that shit. That is
Yeah,
amazing.
it says here Charlotte Flair suffered a torn ACL, a torn meniscus, and a torn MCL. God damn. And the belief, although not confirmed, is that she suffered a strained neck in the fall
Oh
as
man,
well. Man, Jesus
golly,
Christ. Just from like a top rope suplex spot, like
it's
not even
crazy. It's like
yeah.
you can be like 2 inches away from like really fucking yourself up, like from that shit.
Hmm.
Like you gotta be like spot on. It's scary, man. But I think as far as like best women wrestlers, it kind of sucks because I know we talked about it. We were saying, oh, let's think of stuff from the past and from today. But when I think of past, I think from like my childhood, and it was just like as shitty as it sounds, it's like a lot of the time it was just like for show. Like
Hmm.
you remember like the ruthless aggression era women for being beautiful. They would have matches, but they were always like less than 5 minutes, no matter what. And as far as like today, you got women's matches that I mean, like Charlotte and Rhea, when they had their match at WrestleMania, that was like 25 minutes. That almost stole the show. It was a great pay per view.
Hmm.
Rhea Ripley, I honestly put up there. Like she's always had good matches no matter what. The Four Horsewomen, when they were still together. I'm sorry, I saw the Morgan. Becky Lynch, Bailey, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte. They had the world in their hands. Post NXT. Like I think they had a triple threat match between Becky, Charlotte, and Sasha Banks at one of the WrestleManias, and that stole the whole show because that WrestleMania was bad, but that match was great. I remember that happening. Um, I also put like Io Sky, Bianca Belair. It's just like you just got a little bit of everything. You know, you got like powerhouses, you got technicians, you got high flyers. You know, you got like featherweights.
Hmm.
It's just like a whole variety of talent that you got, and that's only in the women's division alone. And same thing with it was kind of hard to choose from AEW because I know we like how we said multiple times, like their display of the women's kind of like not great.
Yeah,
But
it isn't the best.
the one, I mean, Jamie Hayter, I was always a fan of as well. But I think the one who's actually doing a badass job with whatever they're giving is Athena. Uh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I again, like I think we talked about it last time.
She's like,
I didn't
man.
last week on That's All Kayfabe. No, I remember I remember not liking her in AEW, and then they put her in Ring of Honor, and she's able to maybe do her own thing or do more or have more freedom. I don't know what, but I like the way that she's doing her thing in Ring of Honor. Uh,
She's
like
kicking ass, man, and it's
yeah,
like,
yeah. I like the way she's being there, and she's I don't know. I just feel like I would watch her more or care more about her shit in Ring of Honor than I did in AEW. In AEW, I just hated her, and not even like in a good heel way. Just didn't think they were using her properly or
you
something.
know, the way you say that is how I feel about Saraya or Paige, or
Yeah.
I'll just say Saraya because she's in AEW.
Hmm.
It's like I'm glad she's back. You know, she's not had any injuries. Knock on wood. But ever since she came back, it's like that was the only thing that I cared about. Oh, cool, she came back. But then it's like everything she does, it's like it doesn't interest me. It's like I don't care. Just I don't understand like what path they're trying to follow, and plus like how everything just feels rushed. Like whenever it comes to the matches, it's hard for me to be like, oh shit, that's crazy. Oh fuck, that's crazy. Because it's just like they're feeding you into it, and it just gets a little overwhelming after a bit. Um, one of the other women that I put is like how we mentioned Chris Statlander,
Hmm.
uh,
She's
Thunder
great.
Rosa. Like she's fucking badass, dude. I've
And
always been a fan of her.
she just came back. She had been out for like dude, like a year and a half. It was more than a year, and I remember
Mm-hmm.
like talking shit. I remember talking shit because she didn't lose the belt. She like forfeited it. Uh
Yeah, because she was injured. I
yeah,
forgot what she
she
had. Do you remember?
no, I don't remember. It was something with her back, but it
Mm-hmm.
didn't never she never like said what it was, but she was just out for a while, and then and she was making appearances like at third party events like
Mm-hmm.
Mission Pro Wrestling or whatever else as the champion. So
Mm-hmm.
like here in my head, I was like, well, she's like holding the belt hostage because she's saying she's injured, but she's still showing up at these events advertised as the champion, even though
Mm-hmm.
she's not defending it or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like annoyed at her, and then she never really said what she was injured by, and then finally she vacated the belt, which I feel like okay, why don't you just drop it? Like
Mm-hmm.
well, I know wrestlers have done that, and I'm not saying like she should go crazy and go do a 12-minute match, but like just get squashed, drop the belt, and that's
Mm-hmm.
it. Why do we have to vacate it? Like
Yeah. It just happens like so often, like with the injuries they've been having too. It's just like vacate, 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 or sometimes you'll have wrestlers that are hard headed. They'll be injured, and then they'll still continue on with the match, which is like they should totally not do that. Because their health is more important than anything. But I totally forgot about going back to Thunder Rosa. I didn't know that she was holding it hostage like that.
and that's my opinion. It felt like it because she wasn't, competing. She said she was hurt, but wouldn't say what she was hurt of.
Uh
And she
huh.
was still making appearances as the champion, even though, like, technically she hasn't defended it or she hasn't been on TV because she's hurt. So it's like,
Mhm.
okay, let me fulfill these contractual obligations because if I drop the belt, I'm not the champion anymore. So I can't fulfill those
All those
obligations as the
duties,
champion.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, it
yeah.
sounded like,
Instead of just dropping it then and there, be like, "Oh fuck, I'm hurt. I should just, you know, give the time to someone else." I guess.
yeah. It was, I
Yeah.
think it was selfish of her, and then just to keep those, because if you're not the champion, they can't say, "Oh, we have Thunder Rosa, the AEW Women's Champion, at this
Mm-mm.
event." Like it's false advertising, you know. So
Instead of saying like, "Oh, AEW star Thunder Rosa."
former, no, you
Yeah.
know, former women's
What's the?
champion,
Get her off my show.
but she is a good wrestler, and I'm glad she's
Mhm.
back. I don't know about her. I don't know if you saw the match. I didn't see the match. I think it's tonight on Collision. I mean, we're recording on Saturday, but I think she's tag teaming with Abaddon against, who is it? Sky Blue, which I love. I should have put down the sexiest one. She's got a nice.
I
I know
did
you
not
can't
put her
talk
on
about it.
her.
Your
Yeah.
girl's there. Just blink twice. Blink twice if you think the same thing. Yeah.
I'm just here shaking like a chihuahua, like.
And then who's the champion again on AEW?
Tony Storm.
No, no.
The
Oh,
TV.
she's
Oh,
the,
no, Julia Hart.
there you
Julia Hart.
go. That, yeah, you're right. Tony Storm. Tony Storm's good though. I do like
Yes,
Tony
I
Storm.
had her. I had her on my list as well for best women's wrestler
Champions.
from today.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, for
yeah,
today.
yeah. Julia Hart. I don't know. Like I like her as a valet, but as an actual like wrestler, she needs to put on a little. She's got that Adam Cole body.
The tapeworm, like
The
you said.
tapeworm. Yeah. She's got that tapeworm eating up all her
I
fucking
think she
protein.
has a good move set. I watched her match that she had with the Statlander where she won the belt.
Hmm.
It was pretty good for what it was. I don't remember if she won it like after doing a finisher or it was from a roll up pin, but I remember she was doing some moves where I was just like, oh shit, I didn't expect her to do that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like she has a very beautiful moonsault, like just like so angelic with her arms spread like that she just
I don't know. I feel like Statlander. I hope her body keeps holding up and she becomes champion again because I think she deserves it. And then on the
Mhm.
WWE side, I want to see more of like Nikita Lyons and Raquel Rodriguez because I think
I-
they're pretty good women.
Woo!
Wooings.
Wings. For me, those are two good choices. I always like Raquel Rodriguez. Was her last name was Gonzalez, right? In NXT. Do you
I think
remember?
so.
They
Yeah,
changed
they.
her fucking last name for some reason.
I
Like
don't
it
know.
doesn't matter. But for upcoming, I put Tiffany Stratton. Even though she's already been NXT Women's Champion, I feel like she could just get called up already. Like she has a character, she has the move set. Like I feel like she's already proven herself to be there. And Roxanne Perez, like I'm a fan of her stuff too, and I think she's really young. She's like in her early 20s. I think she just turned like 21 or 22. Like she's already like an NXT Women's Champion or a former NXT Women's Champion.
Dang, she's got a lifetime. She could live to be DDP's age and get the
Do
belt at
GDP.
56.
Dude, hell yeah, dude, that'd be fucking sick. I mean, she already got it. She can't do it anymore because she already got it.
Get those
Um,
real titles.
Again, I put Zelina Vega. I'm also a fan of uh, Cora Jade. I'm a fan of Cora Jade, and Britt Baker. I'm a fan of too. Britt Baker's kind of like hit or miss. Because I feel like sometimes when she delivers her moves, it's a little bit sloppy, and I see her like in a
Hmm.
bunch of like botch videos, and then I realized, I never noticed that until I saw it on like Botchamania or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Britt Baker used to be kind of like on top of it, and I feel like, I don't know, like maybe she's got other crap to worry about in her mind, but it just feels like wrestling is kind of taking a back seat in her life just because she's got probably other things to worry about. I mean, she's a doctor. She's
Yeah.
got her husband that is withering away in front of her. Like
He needs the blood of a youth in his G Fuel.
he needs prime energy drink.
Prime energy drink and then a sacrificial lamb.
He's literally like drinking liquid death or something, like
I fucking love Liquid Death. God damn it.
But speaking of odd belts, No, I don't think we were talking about odd belts at some point. Tony Khan. Oh, I could start Rhea Ripley. Tony Khan had announced, when was this? The 21st, right? That was a couple days ago, huh? I'm like, what
Yes,
is
that feels
his?
like so long ago.
Yeah, I
And
felt like that was a while
dude,
back.
this week was fucking long. Oh shit.
A new chapter begins in Ring of Honor as the Ring of Honor owner and CEO Tony Khan has introduced a new title, the Ring of Honor Women's World TV Championship. There's just so many titles in AEW. There's so many titles in Ring of Honor, and then
Let's
they
see.
go back and forth.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. So AEW has their championship, the TBS, the TNT, the International. They have a 6 man, right?
Yeah, the
Or
trios.
the trios belt, the tag belts,
Mm-hmm. The women's tag belts.
the
Do they
women's
have one?
championship. No, I don't think they have a women's tag.
Really? Huh. That's
I
not very
fuck. I
progressive
don't
of
know.
them.
I really fuck. I wouldn't put it past them if they did or didn't. And I think Ring of so that's already fucking 7 belts like on
Yeah.
one show.
And then you
Ring of
have
Honor.
the Texas Chainsaw Massacre belt, the Owen Hart remembrance belt from the tournament.
You mentioned the Texas Chainsaw one, and I felt my food come back up a little bit. Oh man, I that was this year. I fucking forgot about that. I think
Yeah,
that was this year, right?
yeah, that was
God
yeah, because
damn
that
it!
game came out. That game came out this year.
It was for the game. Oh yeah, it was for the game. Yes, yes, yes. You're
Hmm.
right. I was
Yeah.
like, did the show come out? The movie come out last year?
Which, if you have Xbox Game Pass, you could download Texas Chainsaw Massacre for free.
Hell yeah.
But
Uh,
and then Ring of Honor, you said they have what now? This one, the Women's World TV Championship,
yeah. So
the
the
Men's TV Championship,
the women men's TV champion, the Ring of Honor championship, the
their
women's
own
championship.
trios,
They have their own
their
trios.
own trios.
Oh, the pure championship. Uh, that
Is
one.
the pure one kind of like their Intercontinental belt or something?
Yeah, it's whatever they defend the pure championship. They have different match rules. I don't know if you knew
Oh,
that.
okay.
It's
No.
like so like you have to start off like shaking hands. It's like the code of honor that they have there.
Oh,
So they
okay.
shake
Hmm.
hands, and then if you get put into submission, you only have like 1 or 2 rope breaks throughout the whole match, and if you try for a third one, it doesn't count.
Hmm.
Um, and what else was it? Oh, you can't hit with the closed fist. That's illegal. Like
Okay.
yeah, it's really it's interesting. You know, it's something unique. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
it
I
adds a
forgot
little
who it
bit to it.
was. It was Daniel Garcia and Blake Christian or something like that with the pre-show from the pay-per-view
Hmm.
we talked about last week, and it was for the pure championship, or I think it was a for the pure championship. I think I don't fucking know, but it was those rules. See, it was just last week, and it felt like
Dude,
fucking years
I
ago.
swear it these weeks are so long. Like it's literally just 1 week and all this shit goes down. And Wheeler Yuta has one of the belts, right? Did you mention which belt he had? I think he has one, right?
He's the pure champion.
Is he the
the,
pure champion?
the one we're just
The one
talking
we were
about.
talking about?
Yes.
That's funny. Okay.
Yes, I thought it was Daniel Garcia. Maybe it was just a match type. I don't know.
I knew he had a belt just because Tony Khan loves him so much. He wants to put a belt on him. The same with Orange Cassidy. I don't know why Orange Cassidy just doesn't have all the belts.
I
That's the
mean,
way he should book it. Put all the belts on Orange Cassidy.
I hope this new women's TV championship. I hope it brings good to the company because they got a stacked fucking roster, and I think it gives them a chance to like display their women's division. I just hope it gets more TV time, more air time, and if it's on Ring of Honor, I just hope it gets more time in general, like more. What did we say last week?
Exposure,
More
more
exposure.
exposure, because whenever we see like a Ring of Honor pay per view or that a match that went down, it's like, oh, that happened yesterday or that's
Yeah,
gonna happen tomorrow. Like we have no idea Like they don't
He was
talk
like,
about it. Nobody talks about it.
"Yeah, I got time. I can watch it."
It's like, oh shit, that's tomorrow. It's
Just,
the- it's it's the stepchild of like wrestling. Like, oh, he's got a t-ball game tomorrow. Oh yeah, I'll fucking go. Fine, you know.
I said, I guess. I'm not even this real wrestling company. Like, why do I have to go?
But speaking of belts, what would you think are like the best belts that ever really existed in terms of like all promotions? You know.
I really like the. I didn't write it on here, but it's been in my mind this whole time we were talking about it. But the World Heavyweight Championship, the big gold one, like the WCW Championship belt,
Oh yeah, I
like
was when I was looking up pictures of belts, I saw it and I was like, yeah, it's pretty badass. Is that the one they spray painted NWO on when it became the
yes,
NWO belt?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's the one. It's the same one that I for some reason I imagine like Triple H wearing it or Batista wearing it.
Hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, they always had that belt. When I think of it, I don't even fucking think of the CW. I think of Batista because he would wear the belt and he had like all white, you know? So when he wore all white, you know, shit was getting serious.
You don't mean Blue Tista? No.
How dare you?
When he was
Uh,
Democratic for a little while, the Democrat Party.
um, the WWE Championship, I put the Winged Eagle.
Yeah, they got a picture of that one. Let me see it. Is it this one?
Oh, yeah, man. That's a beauty.
Yeah, that one
That is
does look
beautiful.
nice. That one does look nice. Really fucking nice. Nice and classic.
Yeah, and then I put the WWE Championship from like 2002. I don't know if you've had a picture of that, but it looks basic. But I remember Brock Lesnar wearing it like when he first started, and Undertaker and The Rock having it too before, they switched to the spinner belt. I guess.
No, I didn't grab that one. I grabbed this one and then what was I thinking? Oh, this is the belt I was thinking of that was badass. The smoking skull belt.
Damn, bro! Hell yeah! Look at that shit.
I know it's such a gimmick ass belt, but it looks all badass, you know?
It's so iconic, man.
It's
It's
got
like,
fucking snakes and a skull and it's smoking out of it and
yeah, I don't know if you have a picture of it, but I put the WWE Tag Team Championship.
yeah, I think I grabbed that one.
It's a
Hopefully I grabbed the
SmackDown
right
one.
one. Let
You
me see if I
see.
grabbed the right one.
Oh no, it's not that one.
It's not this one. I just thought
Nah.
this one looked. Is this a real one?
Yes,
I
that's the one from today.
because I
I
like
think
I like
it's.
how it looks with the Spartans on it.
I
You
think
know.
I put this under my worst. I think. Oh man, yeah, because it was like 2002, 2003, and uh, fucking Raw had the World Tag Team Championship, and then SmackDown had the WWE Tag Team Championship.
Hmm.
And the WWE Tag Team Championship I like better because it had little sprays of blue, like
Hmm.
in there. It just looked different. I was like, oh yeah, that one's SmackDown. I was like, oh, I hate red. Ew, red stinky. Because I'm a fucking kid.
I like red. Red's cool. I know I had
Red
another.
means.
I like Trump. I had on here that I liked, and I mean it looks kind of dumb, but I kind of like it. Is the TBS champion? I just like the colors. I know when it came out, and I know this is what like the women's TBS belt when Jade
Yes.
Cargill had it. I like when Jade Cargill had it. It looked badass, and
I never knew it looked like that up close. It actually looks nice.
yeah, I like the colors. And then when she wore it, I feel like it meant like way more, you know,
Uh
like because
huh.
she was pretty
Putting like some
unstoppable.
prestige. Yeah,
Yeah,
some prestige on it, some level of like, I guess like a final boss thing. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Even though we didn't even talk about her, but she hasn't technically even wrestled in WWE yet, and she's been there for
Yeah.
like already a while.
Yeah, for a few months. I know she had someone passed in her family. I think she lost her mother like
Hmm.
the past couple in like the past like
I
week
hope
or two.
I hope she finds her. Ah, no, I don't know. Just
When I lost her, where'd she go?
she should be putting up signs everywhere. Damn it. No, I'm
I gotta
sorry. Yeah,
stop. Oh shit.
that's my fault. I hope she finds.
It's like
Condolences.
not funny.
that this isn't. That's all funny. That's okay, baby. We talk about
It's
wrestling.
like wrong podcast, wrong podcast. Were
Uh,
you ever a fan of the UK Championship?
I didn't find that belt,
No.
but
Oh
I've
man.
never even heard of it. Let me see if I can pick it up
Yeah,
real
just
quick.
put
UK.
WWE. Yeah, UK Championship. Uh, there you go.
Is that one?
Yeah, it's that one. It just
Yeah,
looks.
it looks badass. It does.
It looks so majestic,
No, I didn't even. Is that some shit like William Regal would wear or what? Or was he in charge of that shit?
dude. I think he was he. Was he? I don't know. Well, I don't want to say he was because I know he was like GM of NXT for a little bit, but when they had NXT UK, I don't know if he was doing the same thing. I think it was somebody else that was like manager. Oh, it had to have been somebody else. But when they introduced this belt, I was like, man, this is fucking beautiful. It was this one. I'm a fan of the white Intercontinental Championship.
I found that one. Let me pull that one up. Oh, that's the TBS one. This one does look fucking
Yeah,
badass. It looks fucking clean.
dude. I'm so glad they have this one for today. Oh wait, no, they don't. It's a different one.
Is
Yeah,
it?
Gunther has it. Yeah, he's champion. Gunther, I don't know I fucking what it looks like today, but uh, the white one's always like nice. That
This
one
is
looks
the one that.
okay. Yeah, that's the one from today.
I like the white one more. The white one looks fucking badass.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. It looks fucking sick. It sticks out from the other belts.
Especially like if you had like a fucking hardcore or like you got color in the match. Color
Uh
means
huh.
blood. Everyone, if
Wait,
you know
what?
what color
The
means.
no,
I'm not
no, shut
talking.
up, no.
So I think it would look cool with like some blood on it. Like it would just look badass, if you won
Dang,
the
just
match
like
like that.
stained on the leather. That would look fucking badass. Hell yeah. I don't know if you're a fan of it, but I put the AEW championship,
I
like the
pulled
main
that one
title.
up.
Are you a fan of
This
that
one
one?
is
Yeah.
this one. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good for their main belt. Like when you get into like the TBS one and all the other ones, they look like they're the ones that they're just trying to sell the kids, like the brightly colored ones. But this one does look. I liked when Jericho or Kenny Omega wore it. Like they looked badass wearing it.
Yeah, it looks different. Uh, the one thing I like about it is that it has more side panels.
Hmm.
Like how like I guess like the regular WWE ones, it has the main play in the middle and then one on each side, the small ones. But this one has the two on each side. I just think it's weird that each one says fucking AW, 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 AW.
Well,
You know what?
you
This is not
gotta
my worst one now. No, I'm just kidding.
you
I'm
gotta
changing my
remember.
list.
You gotta remember where it came from because they have so many promotions, so many fucking
I
belts.
know that like they just fucking bought all of them, right?
But yeah, since we're going to the subject about worst belts,
Yeah.
uh, we could talk about worst belts. I know one of the ones you had here was the 24/7
Oh
championship.
my god, it looks like a fucking token from Peter Piper's.
It does look.
That's so ugly, dude. That looks fake.
That's how it looks, though, right?
Yeah, that's a real thing, and it's like they made it a fucking real thing. I can't believe it. That shit looks so disgusting, man.
I miss the old hardcore championship from WWF.
Like, oh, when it was like broken, right?
Yeah, yeah. See, like that was cool when it was like
That
a
looks
broken
unique,
one.
man. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and they like duct taped it and shit.
That looks fucking sick.
Yeah, that was cool. And then when it became 24/7, and everyone would be winning it and losing it, and then it became this.
God, dude, that looks like a fucking bottle cap. It looks
Yeah,
plastic.
that's a fall from gate. It looks like a math problem when you like look at it. It's hey,
But it doesn't go
24
into
divided by.
evenly.
This is for the fraction championship.
The fraction.
Yeah.
What about you? What's the title that comes to mind that you would put up there with the worst?
I was looking up the spinner belt, and I kind of like the spinner belt, but I
Me
did
too.
find a picture of the the rated R spinner belt, and I'm like, I don't know. That's like I vaguely remember when Edge won the championship, and he,
Mm-hmm.
made the spinner belt, but then with the rated R superstar,
Yeah, I
and I'm
remember
like,
this
that's
vividly.
that's kind of like a hat on a hat on a hat. Like it was just too much of I don't know.
Um, I don't know if it's this picture or if that's actually how the belt looks, but that R looks fucking colored in with a permanent marker. Is that how it's always looked?
I don't know. I
I don't
recall it
know.
existing, and
Yeah, I remember
even if
it
this is
too.
like a mock up of it, I'm like, why couldn't they just make him his own belt instead of? Because I know I even heard I was listening to the Undertaker's podcast, and he was saying how like he wish he would have gotten his own gimmick belt, like a Undertaker, like a
Uh
dead
huh.
man's championship or something, kind of like how they had the Broken Skull belt or the spinner
Yeah.
belt for John Cena. He's all, yeah, he was saying he hated the spinner belt. He's like, I get it. It looked cool to the kids and it sold probably like crazy.
Yeah,
He's
but
like,
they
I wish
kept
I,
that for the longest time.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, they kept it
fucking
forever.
years.
And it was like, I don't know. I think it overstayed its welcome. But he was saying, like, yeah, I wish I could have gotten my own, like, Dead Man's Championship just because I think that would have been cool. And
Yeah,
it
just
probably
like the
would have
novelty of
sold.
it.
Yeah, yeah, it
Yeah.
probably would have sold. He's all, I would have gotten a few more extra checks in the mail, for his
Nah, I don't blame him,
fucking
dude. I probably would have bought one, to be honest, if
oh
it was
yeah,
Undertaker.
yeah,
Absolutely.
a Dead Man's Championship would look badass. Like if it, I don't know how they would have mocked it up, but if it was
But
like that same purple and black and gray and shit.
yeah, and I think he's right as far as the spinner belt, the John Cena one. It overstayed its welcome. I honestly
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that because what it was like 2005, all the like 9 years, I think, until like 2013.
yeah. I don't think it needs to
God
stay that long at
damn, that's a
all.
long time. Holy shit. Um, I don't know if it's still up there, but I put the current IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Do you have a picture of that?
Did I? I'm pretty sure I. Yeah. Well, let's see if it's the right one because I pulled up one. This one.
Ah, God, take it away. That's it, man.
It,
That's
dude.
it.
Okay. Whenever I looked it up, I was like, and you have that on your list too. It looks like the Divas Championship to me. It
Yeah,
just,
it's just a butterfly, man. Like I'm trying to remember what the original IWGP Championship belt looked like, the heavyweight.
mhm.
I just know it was better than this. Like I could tell you right now, I know it was better than this, and I think I know I didn't tell you, but this belt was considered cursed. Like when it first got introduced, did you hear about that? Because everyone who held the belt was getting fucking injured. It's like I think Osprey, he was one of the first people to hold it, if not the first. I don't remember. He got injured, and then Okada had it. He got injured, and there was another person. I think it was Evil. He had this belt, and he fucking lost it. And it's just a bunch of bad luck from an ugly fucking title. It
Like
looks like the Divas belt.
it's like a Japanese horror movie. Like you die filled with rage and you fucking are cursed to like live on. Yeah. No, we'll pull up the Divas belt. I got that shit here.
Mm,
Uh and I'm like, man, yeah, that was made just to
man,
sell toys. Like that looks like just,
absolutely, man.
yeah, like a Barbie's thing. It does look really bad.
It makes me sad that AJ Lee was the Divas Championship, and she had to hold this belt because she was a lot better than most of the women at the time. That she deserved like an actual championship belt, like the women's championship belt. Now, like it looks nice. Well,
Hmm.
no, it looks okay. Way better than this. Anything looks better
Yeah,
than
yeah.
this. I can make
Way
one that looks
better.
better than this.
No, I agree. This belt, I don't know. It literally just looks like a Barbie toy.
Oh Jesus Christ! Did you have one more? Or that was it for
I
the
I
worst
had
belts.
one more, and I'm conflicted on this because I remember whenever they did have the Owen Hart tournament. Oh, it's just a white box.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Oh, here we go. So the Owen Hart tournament, and
Shut
these Owen
up.
these Owen Hart belts, like I think they look good. I don't know. They just look corny. I don't think they look like they honor him very well. I like the choice of the colors. I like the hearts, but putting like his weird meme picture, and I don't know what the fuck like that's supposed to be. Like it
Uh,
just I don't know. It just bugs me how these belts seem very novelty and less honoring.
how do I describe this? It looks like you had a coloring book. Bear with me now. You have a
Yeah.
coloring book, and it has the outline of the shape of the belt, and it's like, oh, fill in the pictures, make your own design, and then this was like first place that won it. Like the kid probably got like $500 like grand prize, for to make millions of dollars
And he
probably
gets
off of
front
this.
row seats or something.
Front row seats, yeah, I guess to take a couple pictures and that's it. But this
No,
looks. I forgot they made this belt, but did we watch it together? Like
I
when
think
they
I
built
remember the
this.
the first year because there was two. There's already been 2 years of the Owen Hart Cup. I think the first year the belt looked a lot more simpler and it looked okay. But I wish
Because
they would have used different colors for the men and the women's because they were both like the same colors. And since
yes,
Adam and since Adam Cole and Britt Baker won, they look
yes,
like
we did watch it together. It
yeah,
was. I remember watching that one with you.
it looked
So
like
who
they
won
were
it the
both.
second time?
I don't remember.
I
It
don't
it,
remember
it was
either.
and then it was like maybe a trophy, like an actual cup. I don't know. Uh,
Dang.
but I just think they should have used different colors for the men. I think they could have used like as bad as that sounds, like blue blazer blue, like
God damn it.
and then pink for the women's. But
No, but
I
I
don't know.
understand. It's like to distinguish between the two. It's like, oh, this
Yeah,
was the winner of the men's. This is the winner of the women's. Like even though it's kind of like generic, it will make more sense than to have both belts look the same.
yeah. No, it's just like to
Oh
me.
man, I can't believe it
But
looks that bad.
but finally, we can talk about. Well, not finally. We're gonna talk about who we think should be the next champion. So we have Roman Reigns. Of course, he's held the belt for how long? I don't even know, right?
I know it's is it 1,200 days or I know it's over 1,000 already.
Yeah, he's getting close to breaking Hulk Hogan's record or something.
Dude,
So
well, I don't know. When does that happen? Do you know when he breaks Hulk Hogan's record?
let's look it up. When will
Because I want to say
Roman
I hope he breaks Hulk Hogan's record, but I don't want it to be like after Mania that he fucking holds it for another year.
Reigns break?
Yeah, break record.
August 31st, 2023 will be Roman's 1000. The Tribal Chiefs will surpass Bruno Sammartino's legendary 12,037-day reign in January 21st, 2024.
So he's gonna be that because he's not gonna lose that shit until Mania.
Yeah. No, and who do you think, who should be champion or as far as AEW, WWE, for any of the belts, who do you think should take it off of Roman? Who do you think should win Orange Cassidy's belt? I don't know who should be, pushed a bit,
um, I
even
think
women.
Cody. I think Cody should win the TBS. Nah, Cody should. I think he's gonna be the one to dethrone Roman at WrestleMania. Honestly, I feel like it's just long overdue. I mean, like Roman does not need to uh, beat San Martino's reign, right? Because San Martino's number one. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
he's number one. Um, but what was I gonna say? Because at first I know when they were really trying to push Roman Reigns, they're like, "Oh fuck!" Like it's already been like 2 years since he got pinned. They're really gonna push him to beat San Martino's reign, and then you realize how long fucking San Martino's reign really was. You're just like, man, I gotta wait like fucking 2 more years.
it
That's
says here
crazy.
San Martino was 2,803 days.
Oh my god. Yeah, and then so Hulk Hogan right there, right above, it says
Uh-huh.
1,474 days, and it said on the 21st he would hit like 1,200 something, right?
Yeah.
That's what we just read. So that means he has to hold it till after May. Fuck that dude. He needs to drop that shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of Roman Reigns being champion.
There's too much Steiner math going on here to
I
fucking
know.
figure
He
out.
got 30% chance to beat me. I've got to stop. I'll quote that whole shit right now.
You fat Samoa Joe. You're fat.
Senor Joe. I feel like Cody's gonna dethrone Roman. Who I want to be world champion is Gunther. I feel like once Cody becomes champion, Roman takes a break, whatever. Gunther's gonna step up, and then he's gonna be like top dog, no pun intended. Again with Roman Reigns, it's just too long. Fuck, man. I have a list of people who I wish were champion. Uh, Whenever in WWE, I put Aleister Black, or even alone in AEW, Malachi Black. Like
Yeah.
he
He'd
could,
be good.
like he should totally be like a champion, like singles competitor. 'Cause I think in AEW he hasn't had a singles match in like so many days. Like all of his matches have been trios matches or tag matches,
hmm
and it's
I
like, man, like
remember I remember he was feuding for a while at the beginning. Whenever they first started Collision, he was feuding with Andrade El Idolo,
mm-hmm.
and that those were good matches.
No, they were
It
good.
Yeah,
Hell
he
yeah,
was like stealing his mask, and then they were having a match like, "Oh, Andrade, for your mask, if you beat me, blah blah blah," and
yeah,
those were good. Um, yeah, I feel like he deserves a chance at the belt. I feel like at AEW side, Wardlow, Ricky Starks. I don't know if they've even
mm.
had the belt before, but they deserve like to be the some sort of championships. You know?
yeah. Ricky Starks had some belt because he would always pose like this with the
Yeah,
belt.
yeah,
I remember, but I don't. I don't. There we go. I'm on this.
yeah.
Uh,
To
but
his like Sonic the
stage left,
Hedgehog
stage left.
music, like.
Beep, beep.
Good fucking song. Yeah,
Hell
bad
yeah, dude.
song.
It used to be my ringtone. It gives me fucking PTSD every time someone plays it. But I agree with you on those two, man. Like Wardlow, I thought Wardlow would have been another champion already, but I think that whole MJF shit like really fucked up, like his path. Hopefully he gets back on it because I'm still a fan of Wardlow.
Mhm.
Rey Mysterio should have been WWE champion longer than what he was. That shit's great. I think that was around the time where I stopped watching wrestling as well, and then just to hear he had it for like less than an hour, I'm like, man, bro, that's fucking disrespectful. He's done so much for y'all guys. Uh, Once he's good to go, I feel like Will Ospreay would make a great AEW champion
Yeah.
because that dude just fucking has it all. He could talk, he could fucking wrestle and shit like that. He could pretty much do it all. Cesaro when he was in WWE, I thought he was gonna fucking be champion there. And then
He's a good looking athlete. Fucking
dude, he's
Cesaro.
ever since he showed up, it's like I've been pushing for him for the longest fucking time. Like this guy needs to be fucking champion.
Mhm.
But I mean, he's had like the U.S. Championship and the tag belts, but he just needed the main belt. Honestly, I felt like he deserved it at the time. I'm trying to remember.
I
He
feel
only
like
had. Oh,
huh?
go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
no, no. You're still talking about what's his name?
Oh, Claudio. Uh,
Yeah.
I think the whole time he was there, he only had one main event pay per view match, and that was against Roman Reigns, and he lost against Roman Reigns, and it was a
I
great
remember that.
match.
Yeah, I
That's like
remember that
he
match.
could he could he could hold up on his own, and then I don't know if he let his contract expire, if he like requested his release, or they let him go. But that was like one of the bigger fumbles there, dude. I honestly think so. I know he's doing good in AEW, but it's like he could be a fucking champion on his own. I know he was a Ring of Honor champion, but now that's like not much.
No. It's like,
And it's like it
wait,
sucks
what
saying,
champion?
yeah. It's like good for him.
Good for you. Good for you, Claudio.
You see, who do you think should be champion now, or
Man,
what's
like,
your opinion?
I'm right with you about Gunther. Gunther put in the work. He's fucking a badass. He can, like, I feel like he could do it all, and he's fucking just a badass heel. Now that CM Punk's there, CM Punk could kind of do whatever he wants. I feel like he's better off kind of just doing the matches with Seth Rollins for that belt and not really the main belt.
Yeah.
You're right about Cody Rhodes. He needs to finish the story. That's all. We like, come on, let's finish this story so we
It's
can
just
move
like,
on.
it's
Yeah.
past your bedtime, Cody. Just one more
And
game, Mom.
now that AJ Styles is like ripped as fuck, I'd like to see him. Not that he wasn't cool before, but now that he's like without his shirt off all the time, looking all scary as fuck, I'd
Dude,
like to
like
see
he like
him.
he looks like a serious threat now. Like,
Dude, yeah, he looks like evil now. Before he
mm-hmm,
looked like, like a Kevin Owens goofy kind of guy who could do flips and shit.
mm-hmm.
But now he's like scary ripped, where it's like he looks like Randy Orton, like
Yeah.
like a scary, intimidating person. Like, mommy, he's scared. Go, get away from him.
So,
He's
boo,
a
boo,
scary
boo.
man. But AJ Styles, I'd like to see somewhere challenge, and then Shinsuke. I just love Shinsuke. I
I
wish they
fucking
would
love
do,
Shinsuke to
dude. I
death,
wish they would do
man.
more with him all the time. I think he's so underutilized all the time.
I know. I think a lot of people aren't a fan of it just because the whole strong style thing. I think that has to do with something like him, like because I mean, like with WWE fans, I feel like they're more into like like the drama effect or like the athletic side of it. I mean, not saying none of it's athletic, but more like the acrobatics of it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Whereas like people get amazed by like Ricochet because he can do fucking 630 flips and double backflips, to where Shinsuke, he just fucking hits hard, man.
yeah.
And
Those hard knees and shit
dude, I
kicks and
just
shit like
fucking
that.
love that. Like that's what I love about Gunther too. But with Shinsuke, it's like a long time coming, man. Like I feel like he needs a run with the belt at least. Like he's doing a good job, like just talking Japanese and fucking airing his grievances. Like that's fucking badass. Like just let
Yeah,
him do that and let him kick ass.
and then when he comes out, he's just going all out with the theatrics. Like he
Yeah.
fucking does that shit where he bends all the way back and
Ah,
he
dude, I wish,
dances around.
I wish I could fucking bend back like that. I wish I could bend.
Oh man, what was the other one I was thinking of with Shinsuke? Oh, Logan Paul's pretty. Does he have a belt right now or no? Logan
He's the
Paul.
U.S. champion.
Logan Paul's cool. I would like for him to keep going on with maybe the Miz and
Mm-hmm.
LA Knight. I think needs to be somewhere too.
LA,
I hate how
yeah, or at
I
least
hate how
let
he's
him
kind
be
of
like
losing
the
his
mid
his
belts.
thunder. He's losing his thunder because of CM Punk coming back. But I think LA Knight, Logan Paul, um, man, who was the one that was kind of Austin Theory.
Man, Austin Theory, I think they're just letting him out of his bag now. Because I
Uh-huh.
just saw the match he had recently with Kevin Owens on SmackDown. That shit was fucking good. And it's like, man, this guy could do this the whole time. I thought he was just like a pretty boy.
Nah,
But
he's
not.
good.
Yeah, man, it took me a long time to actually for me to like give a shit about him. But now he can put on a show, man. Another future champion. I don't know if you ever seen him wrestling yet, but Carmelo Hayes.
That name sounds familiar, but no, I don't.
Like
I don't
he was
remember.
the NXT champion.
Mhm.
They brought him up like to do the US tournament that they're doing right now. Carmelo Hayes. Yeah, there you
Oh, WWE.
go. Weak.
WWE.
Yeah, this guy. Have you ever seen? He puts on great fucking matches. Like
He looks
that's
familiar now.
yeah, it's
Now that I've
him.
seen it.
He,
Yeah.
he is him. That's his thing. He's him. He don't miss, man. Melo don't miss. At first, I was like, man, dude, fuck this guy. But nah, man, I'm all behind him now, man. Like, this dude puts on great matches. I mean, he just had a. Who did he fight in the first round? He fought Grayson Waller. He won that one. The last match he had last night, or that they aired last night, was against Kevin Owens. And man, the both of them together, they could go for like 20 fucking minutes. And that shit's fucking fantastic.
Man. Uh Speaking of fantastic, we're gonna end. I didn't collect any botches this week. I'm sure I had some here, but well, I don't know if you saw that Kurt Angle had became a meme over the last week.
Yeah, he got upset by it, right? Because they thought
Did he
people
get
were
him?
making fun of. He thought people were making fun of him.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like,
I
no,
could
it's
see
just a
that.
reaction. Like, and then he's like, oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, he got confused, but we're gonna look at some of those memes here of the Kurt Angle. I have the original one here, and let me play. This is his actual where it all stemmed from on TikTok.
It's Kurt Angle, and I'm finally on TikTok. If you don't know who I am, I'm a 6-time national champion, world champion, Olympic gold medalist, a former WWE and TNA superstar, and I dabbled in movies. Now I'm going to be here on TikTok talking about my diet, my workouts, my podcast, and things that are near and dear to me. I want you guys to follow and enjoy the ride.
Also, this is where it's from. He's like, good, now I can go take a nap. Man, I love Kurt Angle so much, man. I hope he's having a great Christmas.
You know, as a kid, I hated Kurt Angle, and now I like look back and I'm like, man,
dude,
he
me
was
too,
a good
man. It's just
wrestler.
so I watched it back, dude, and it's so fucking funny the shit he
Yeah.
would do, man.
It's hilarious, and he was a good wrestler. He like, I don't know, he was good at everything. And back then, I just hated him as a kid.
Yeah, my favorite memes are the Perk Angle memes. That's fucking funny, dude.
I would watch that Perk Angle compilation,
and it's just him fucking jumping off stages, stage dives,
on like
backflips.
Abyss or something.
Yeah.
I would see here if we have some of the memes. We'll see what they'll play down.
Kurt Angle, the
here's the
meme
meme
machine. You're everywhere.
I don't know why. I know that video, you know, it's kind of a weird looking face, but for some strange
can you do the face real quick for
on?
Yeah,
I wanted to throw out some memes, and I was the butt of the joke, I guess.
Well, no, they're using it for everything, any kind of quote, whatever. But it's that 10,000-foot stare, and trust me, I'm familiar with it. It's happened several times on the podcast here over the years. So I saw it. I'm like, oh, was he recording the Kurt Angle show?
Dude, I know. Just
Kurt, can you give us the look? Can you replicate it? Oh, yeah, there it is. That's your trademark now. That's your money. That's where your money is. Right there. In your 50s
Kurt
and
Angle,
60s,
dude. Honestly,
We go down to some of these memes.
Oh shit!
The school janitor after I airball the chocolate milk next to the trash can.
Oh my god! And he goes,
how I look at bro after he reaches out for his piece instead of his license and registration.
I like how he just tilts his head. Just like, you're really gonna do that, huh?
Hey, this is Kurt Angle, and I'm finally on.
Me, when I found out Kurt Angle doesn't like the memes and believes we're making fun of him.
See it, man? I saw this one earlier. I was like, man, dude, we're not making fun of him. I promise you.
The gun shop employee after I asked him for the cheapest shotgun in
God damn it. I'm trying to think, what is the song that's playing, dude? I know it's fucking... It's making me want to yawn.
It says here, original sound, Marcel shot ya. That's all it says for the sound.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Hey, my name is Agent.
Patient, God saved me, the surgeon after the 12-hour operation.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
How my genie looks at me after wishing for invincible.
An indestructible car.
What the hell? They just got Kurt Angle. Fucking flips and shit. Oh my god.
But dude, my cheeks hurt.
It trips me out that he was only in WWE for so long and he was in TNA for like ever,
for a
right?
longer
like,
time, yeah.
That's crazy. And
man, I'm sorry, I'm massaging my face because I'm laughing so much. Oh shit!
You see the last one. That feeling when you wake up for school and realize that the sun looks a bit brighter than normal.
What the fuck? I hate the fucking song that's playing, man. It sounds disgusting.
Oh man,
Oh,
I
man.
fucking love Kurt Angle. That's so. And memes are great. I fucking
American treasure, man.
I love it. I fucking love the internet for that. But
Ugh.
yeah, I think that's a great way to end this episode of That's All Kayfabe. Episode 4. I want to thank all y'all for listening. That's All Kayfabe is available anywhere podcasts are available. Comes out on Mondays. Video out on YouTube on Mondays as well. Gabe, you got anything to say to the people? You want to say to the people?
Yeah, you people. Thanks, thanks everyone who watches, who keeps up. I got a lot of family that's been stopping by telling me they watch it and it makes me blush. So just shout out to them. Thanks for for the support and everything, and just happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and we'll get back at it next week, man.
Hell yeah. Well, everyone, happy holidays and all that random stuff you celebrate with family that loves you. But yeah, thank y'all for listening. Take care. I don't wanna. See y'all later. Bye.
Later.